Hi everybody, it's been a while, I know, but we're going to get back to Granny Torrelli Makes Soup by Sharon Creech. If you remember, we were going to get on to the next chapter of Bambini. We were little, me and Bailey, maybe 3, maybe 4, playing on the kitchen floor. Carmelita, his mother, and my mother were sitting at the table when Carmelita put her hands over her face and cried and cried. When they went home, I asked my mother why Carmelita was crying so hard, so long. My mother pulled me onto her lap and said, "She is worried about Bailey." "Why?" I asked. "Because Bailey cannot see very well, not like you and me." She put a thin tissue over my face and turned me toward the light. "Like that," she said. "See how cloudy everything looks? That's how Bailey sees." I could see blocks of white where the windows were and golden light from the lamps and the dark shadow of the stove. I turned my head this way and that way. "That's why he falls," my mother said, "and bumps into things." "I fall," I said. "I bump." She took the tissue from my face and kissed my nose. "Yes," she said, "you fall and you bump." I took the tissue and climbed down from her lap and stumbled around the house with the tissue taped to my face, sweeping the air in front of me with my hands. I must have taken that tissue to bed with me because when I woke up in the next morning, it was on my face. I felt it there before I opened my eyes, and in the dark behind my eyelids, I thought this. At night, Bailey and I see the same way. Next chapter. Just like Bailey. I wanted to be just like Bailey, and I wanted Bailey to be just like me. If he got green tennis shoes, I wanted green tennis shoes. If he could turn a somersault, I had to turn a somersault too. If I had a cupcake, he had to have half. If I got new crayons, we had to get a second box for Bailey. I did not even want to say what happened when I was supposed to go off to school the first day. "Un disastro," my mother had said later. As soon as my mother opened the front door that morning, I dashed across the lawn to Bailey's house. "No, Rosie," my mother said. "Bailey isn't coming with us." I keep going. Up the steps, pounding on the door. "Bailey, hurry up! Bailey, it's time for school." My mother coming up behind me, and the door opening in front of me, Carmelita standing there, her lips pressed together tightly. "Get Bailey, I say, it's time for school." Carmelita kneels in front of me. "Rosie, honey, Bailey has to go to a different school." "No, no, no!" I squeezed past her, run up the stairs. "Bailey, Bailey, Bailey!" I see him sitting on the floor of his room, fumbling with his shoelaces. "I'll help you, Bailey. It's time for school." Me, such a little girl acting like a mother. I kneel down. Bailey puts his face right up against mine, so close our noses are touching. He smells like toothpaste. "Rosie," he says. "Rosie, can I come with you?" "Yes," I say. Then my mother is there lifting me up, and I'm kicking and screaming, and she says, "Rosie, come with me. You'll see Bailey later." I still hear myself screaming for Bailey as my mother takes me outside and puts me in the car and fastens my seatbelt and drives away. And I am screaming and crying and kicking the back of the seat, and then she pulls over by the park and gets out and takes me out of the car and carries me to the swings where we sit for a long, long time. And we finally did go to my school. I wouldn't let go of her hand, and I wouldn't say my name, and I wouldn't sing the song, and I wouldn't play with the blocks of the little house, and I wouldn't drink the juice, and I wouldn't do a single thing because Bailey was not there. Now I am 12 years old, and when I look back on that first day of school, I am sure the teacher thought I was a very, very disturbed child. Put your feet up is the next chapter. We're going to stop for now. See you soon.